Hi everyone, this is Ryan Reagan, the founding partner of HKExcel. So today I'm going to share with you 3 mindsets that all top IB students must have, right? So if you want to do well in the IB but like you're not achieving your goals yet, then this video will be really useful for you, because I know that at least 50% of your success in IB depends on your mindset, like your attitude, right? With the right attitude, you can accomplish so much more, right? And having the right attitude is the first step to success, right? So I hope this video will inspire you, will change your mindset, and increase your chances of success in the IB. To do on the IB, you need to have a very concrete goal. You need to have a very specific goal. For example, I need to get 40 out of 45 in the IB, a specific goal. Then you need to know the reasons why you want to achieve the goals. And with those reasons, you become very motivated and you become very hungry or desperate for the goal, right? That's exactly my situation back in the IB, and I know with many top IB students, right? When I was in middle school, actually, I was kind of like a rebel in my class, and I was often picked on by teachers, right? Like the teacher sometimes would call my parents in and, just slaughter me in front of my parents, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that, so after that, when I got into the IB, I was actually very motivated to prove all of them wrong. I wanted to do better than my peers, to show those middle school teachers like how good I actually could be, right? And that is one of my key motivations. The other motivation for me was that I wanted to be successful in life later on, right? So I knew that if I did well in the IB, that would actually be, that would help a lot. Of course, it doesn't guarantee me success. Like if you do on the IB, it doesn't mean that you're going to be successful for your entire life, but it will help a lot, definitely, because it will give you more opportunities in university. Like you can have more options, right? That was my thinking. So if you want to do well, you need to start off with a burning desire or a hunger. If you don't have this desire, you lack discipline, you will procrastinate, you just won't work hard enough, right? So having the hunger is very important. The second mindset is over preparedness. All top IB students, they are slightly paranoid. What I mean by that is they always worry if they're underprepared, right? So I see that with all top IB students. For me, myself, when I was an IB student, before every test, even the night before the test, I would keep thinking to myself, is there anything that I haven't mastered yet? Is there anything that could go wrong in this test? And I would keep studying until I feel like I'm 100% confident, right? On the other hand, I see some IB students who are not as good. They would be overly optimistic. So what I mean by that is that they would maybe prepare a little and then they feel totally confident. But then when they actually get into the test, their ability is tested and they do terrible, right? So if you're slightly worried all the time and you always over prepare, that will actually make a great difference to your grade, right? Because you actually study a lot more and you will have a much bigger chance of actually doing well, right? So being over prepared is very important. Being slightly worried that you're underprepared. Last mindset is constant improvement, right? Let's say because when I was going to the IB, I was a terrible student from middle school. So actually I had to make a huge improvement from one of the worst students to one of the top students, right? Of course, that didn't happen overnight. That could never happen overnight. You need constant improvement. So maybe at first when you're trying to improve, maybe you're now on a level 5, you want to a level 7. That might not happen instantly. In your upcoming test, maybe you'll only get a level 6, right? But don't give up, right? Like if you get a level 6 instead of the level 7 you're aiming for, reflect, think about what you're missing, think about how you can get better, right? So whenever you get a result that's not as good as you want, reflect on it. So think about why you're not getting the result you want. What are you missing? Okay, then adjust your approach and try again next time, because in IB you have many tests. So keep adjusting your approach and keep trying. Ultimately, by the end of IB, you should feel that the IB is very easy. By the end of IB, I literally got almost level 7, all level 7 in any assessment, because I sort of got the groove of it. I understood what it took to get a level 7, right? I improved as a student, right? So that's what I hope for you as well. Okay, so I hope you find this video useful, and see you next time.